Welcome back, everyone. I know it has been forever since the last video, it seems like. We've been extremely busy this time of year. Been working pretty much 7 days a week for the last 2 months, non-stop. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to edit videos or do anything of that nature because we are so busy. We're trying to get everything finished before the snow flies or before the ground freezes, which we're not going to get everything finished, so we're starting to push everything off until next spring. We actually just finished up the last design build project of the year. So that's basically the last project that we have that has a design and then, you know, the build process and everything. From here on out, we're just doing a couple of smaller jobs, things without designs, a few little sidewalks here and there, things like that. And like I have talked about in the other video when we were in the Kubota messing around, filming on the job and everything, it's just getting too time consuming and slowing everything down, so we're not doing that as much anymore. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the main part of this video. And as you guys know, I bought the 6.0 from my father, and I'm gonna be plowing with that this year, which has got a little bit of an update, which is what this video is obviously about. Some big changes going on. Bam, there she is. Look at that. So obviously, as you can see, it has got a different name on the side. I have decided to start my own business, more or less. And I'm starting to do that by snow plowing this winter for myself instead of, I guess, more or less for my dad. I'm going to be still plowing some of his stuff with him as well, but I've also picked up a few of my own accounts that I'm going to be doing just to try to make a little bit more money. And I've always wanted to do it, give it a shot. It'll be fun. It's a good time. Figured we'd try it. Also, a new addition to the shop, kitten. Couple of kittens. We got a couple of kittens, so you'll see them roaming around. But here is the plow we just picked up that is going to be going on the truck this year. This is a brand new Boss 9.2 DXT poly. And in the box back here that the cat clearly wants to explore is a set of 1-foot wings for it. So we're going to be bolting these things together. We're going to be putting them on the plow. And I'm going to wash it all down because I just drove it back yesterday in the rain, which it's dirty already. And then we're just going to kind of slide it to the side for the year and let it sit until we need it. I also got to get shoes for it. And I've got a controller and everything over on the counter. So with that said, we are going to start piecing together these wings. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about this plow, why I went with it. Did a lot of decision making here, been looking at them since August, and why I ended up choosing the DXT over the VXT, why I went with poly over steel or stainless steel, and things like that. And we're going to be talking about how easy it is to set these wings up, put them on. And I'm kind of curious, I kind of want to weigh them and see what they weigh, just so everyone knows. But looks like not a lot has really changed since the older. Her, what, would be 2 years old? This is the newest plow we have over there. So obviously you can see it's the dual trip. That's what the D stands for in the DXT. So we've got the whole blade down here that trips as well. It's on a spring system, which I kind of wanted to have, and we'll talk more about in a little bit. Right. All right, so we've got everything laid out on the floor here. There's one of the wings, the other wings. Here are basically what are the blades? They're poly blades. They go on because this is a dual trip. They don't have a trip system on this, so the poly's flexible and it'll move. So if your one wing on there trips, so will, or if your one, plow wing trips, so will your extension trip because it's poly, it's flexible, whatever. Not sure what exactly they use for those, but it's pretty solid, yet it's still pretty soft, so see how those go on. Essentially, this all seems pretty simple. I've got everything laying out here. We've got all the hardware in a package. These came in the box with these things, but I'm assuming they're for the extension markers or whatever. What I'm understanding from the instructions is these bolt on to the back of the plow, kind of in a fashion as such, if you can see that. Let me adjust that. But these bolt on back here, and they allow, and then one here, and then that bar goes through there, because these are supposed to be easy. You can just take them on and take them off. These things go on the top and these go on the top, so you can just latch that, and that's what holds them on, is this, and then these with your main beam there. So they're easy to take on and off. If you have a site that you want them on, put them on. If you want to just throw them back in the truck, you're done with them, take them off and drive down the road. Because I'm not sure how legal it is to have an 11-foot 2-inch plow driving on the road. So I'm gonna start putting these pieces together, and we'll kind of catch up with you then and talk about it as I put them together. I'm just gonna put everything on and dry fit the hardware, and we'll be back once we get that stuff on. That's pretty much everything that's in there. Pretty simple. It's a pretty simple process, so just about anyone can do it. We'll find out what sizes we got here and what you need for that. Alright, so kind of been putting stuff on. The instructions aren't really that clear, and we've run into a few issues already. We're gonna have to drill some holes in this thing. I guess that's just part of the deal. That's not an issue. The issue is that this piece here on the wing doesn't actually fit in the holes for that. Let me show you what I mean. So this wing is supposed to, basically these things were the ones that were bolted on the plow over there. This is just the other side. These notches or pins here, they slide through, and then once you put it on, it twists it, locks it into place, hence why those things are in there. Problem is, I've been hitting this with a hammer and whatever, and I can't get it to actually go over and slide on. It looks like the tolerances are like too tight. I don't know what the hell the problem is, but I can't get it to get on at all. So I don't know how the heck they expect you to be able to just put this on in the field and take it off in the field if I can't even get it on in the shop with hammers and stuff. Not by myself anyways. I'm sure if somebody held it and I beat it with a sledgehammer, I could get it to go. And maybe it loosens up over time, I don't know. But it will not go on there to save my life right now. So putting this bracket on was probably the hardest part. I would definitely say the instructions aren't very good at it, and at explaining what you need to do, but I'll do my best here to explain it. We've got two different pieces here. We've got this piece here, and then this piece that goes over the top. What I would do is put these two together loosely first. Those are just in there loose. Take your thing off here for your marker. That'll be moved up to these two holes here, so don't have to worry about that. Those lining up. Essentially, this piece goes over the top, overlaps, you get a better finish that way. I've taken this on and off multiple times trying to get it to line up the best. They say like pre-drill the holes and everything, but I wanted to get it all put on there pretty much, and then drill the holes, and then put the bolt and nut on, so I know exactly where it's going to be, so I'm not using their measurements and not like guessing. I just want to know exactly where it's going to go. For this plow, top hole down here, these have got like adjustability in them. You can see they've got up and down, they can slide, room to slide. I tighten this one all the way down, and I tighten this one all the way down, so I know exactly where that's going to end up. These are just, this one's kind of snug, that one's loose. The other problem, I don't know if you guys can see this, is this bolt in here. Here, let me. The clearance on that's awfully tight. It's hard to get a wrench in there. Kind of a pain in the butt. Don't really like the way it looks. I don't know. If this, like, if one of these plows was put up a little bit differently, or this was like a 1/4 inch one way or the other, I don't know how strict their tolerances are. That would rub. So, not a huge fan of that. But I guess kind of is what it is. So basically, I would put those two together outside, Then put all this on. Take your bolt out that's up here. They give you a new one with a thread lock nut. Snug that down. Snug that down. I'm gonna probably snug these two down now, and then drill my hole and put my bolt in, which is, got it in my pocket here, this guy with the Allen head on it. That's gonna go right in there. These are pretty simple. Obviously have your hardware facing in so you're flush with up here. You don't have this sticking out. I put these on this way. I don't think this one really matters which way they go. You can see the angle of this. This tapered end here goes up. So, and I put this one on this side of it towards the inside. Maybe we want to put that on the other side. That's the only thing I think I might change here. But we're going to try to figure out why these don't go in and don't fit together properly, and we'll get back to you with an answer. Alright, so essentially started filing. All the paint just started to flake off on the inside of it, as you can see. There's pretty much no paint on it anywhere in there now. So, which is, I mean, it's pretty thick paint, so it definitely started to slide on. The problem is, now it's starting to take the paint off the whole wing on the edge there, and as far in as it goes, it's starting to take the paint off. And it's a total pain in the butt. I can barely even get it on that far with the hammer, so there's no way it's going to go on and off in the field easily. So, with that said, I'm going to do a little research, probably end up calling Boss, and I'm definitely getting a new one of those. And I might just ask for a whole new wing here, because now the paint's all chipped on this, and that's a freaking joke. This is all sent in a package. All this hardware was in here, which was put in the box by Boss. So this is all their hardware, all their stuff, everything that comes in the kit, in the crate here. So it's not like we're missing anything. So that really puts a damper on everything, because I'm gonna pretty much stop right there with this. I'm gonna put that other top piece on the other side. I'm gonna take those two guys off, and I'm gonna leave it at that, because I'm not going to put more time into this or putting those on or wrecking this other wing and the paint on it, trying to get it to go on. So I'm going to put that other side on, see if we can't figure out what the deal is with this. Yeah, that's pretty disappointing. We'll see what we can do though. Well guys, I hate to say it, I couldn't find anything, couldn't find any reason as to why those things aren't fitting. I looked around, and there's a few other things that we're going to look at here that I'm kind of disappointed about. One of them being that if you take these wings off and you're going to run just the plow for a situation, so your markers don't, like I just bent that to kind of sit up towards the edge, but naturally, and I'm hoping they don't want to go back to this position, because if you look at the top of that black when you're in the cab, I mean, that's probably 3-4 inches off the outside of your plow. And they've got this so you can swivel it in there. Problem is, then it hits this metal piece that reinforces your pin, so that's as far as it goes because of the weld. So you just kind of got to bend it and hope it stays so you can get something somewhat close of a mark to your outside edge. So pretty disappointed in that. Pretty disappointed that they wouldn't just frickin' put a hole here and then have it painted and ready to go. And pretty disappointed that these things don't fit. I just threw everything back in here for now. I mean, you can see all this paint chipping off them. Pretty disappointed in that, so the quality is obviously not there. So, it's Sunday today. I'm gonna make a call on Monday and see what's what. Probably just gonna call Boss directly and see what they say. Otherwise, I'm gonna call the dealer that I got it from, who, great guy, not a problem with him. Something Boss did here, obviously. So that's from what I'm understanding. This looks like a Boss prepackaged thing. I don't think Rob, the dealer, had to put any of this together. I think it just shipped straight from Boss like that. So I don't know. Other than that, we got everything on. I did do this side differently than I installed this side, like we were talking about. I put these two in outside of it when I was sitting over there. Just got them kind of not tight, but loosely snug. set it on here, put this one on, and then put this one on, and then what you got to do is tighten this one first because of your clearance. If you try to tighten those two first, it's going to push it into that. So you got to, once those are in, then you can tighten this one first here, and then go to those two to tighten, and then that one last, and then snug that back up so it all pulls together right. That's not so bad. Pretty simple there. Just really wish the rest of it would go together. I took the brackets off this side down here, so those are off, but looks like it'll be a pretty easy system. Once the holes or whatever are right, just slide the thing in, tip the wing forward, it hooks on here, and then pull your pin into place to latch it in. And these wings have their own markers on them. You can see laying in the box that'll go on them. So we're gonna make a call to boss and see if we can't get it figured out. If you guys have any questions about these Boss plows, this DXT in particular, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions for me or any of the install practices here. We're gonna have a follow-up video as soon as I figure it out, like I said, finishing the install so you guys can see that. I wish this could all have been one swift install video, but it can't. So not a lot I can do about that unless I wanted to go machine those out myself, which I didn't go spend another $800 some on a wing kit to go machine the parts myself. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments down below. Also have a question for you guys if anyone knows if I'm doing something wrong with that wing kit, there's something else I should be doing to make that work right, please let me know in the comments below. I'm not trying to badmouth Boss at all, I'm just a little upset that this doesn't go together the way they described. And like, I just don't understand why they wouldn't just put the holes in there so the customer doesn't have to go drill it. It's not like drilling it's a big deal. It's the fact that once you drill it, you no longer have that factory OEM powder coating or paint, whatever they use there. So that's what makes me upset. Rust is the #1 thing I hate about plowing and salt and the conditions we have. So is what it is. Also want to ask you guys, do you like the DXT? The guys that have the DXT, do you like it? Do you prefer it over the normal VXT? What are your preferences? Let me know in the comments below. So that'll be it. Thanks, guys. Hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of Boss and if this is something someone else has experienced with these wings. Pretty bummed.